Sit. Sit. Yes, good girl. That's a good girl. All right, ready? All right, good day, beautiful people. Good day, beautiful people. Welcome back. So we have our girl Lulu here. You know, Lulu is working on, again, basic obedience, and with a heavy focus on impulse control, right? Hey, sit. Yes, good girl. With a heavy focus on impulse control, right? Sit. Yes, good girl. Sit. Good girl. As you can see, right? So now with a dog like this that has very bad impulse control, and then she also has very high food drive, right? I typically don't use a lot of food to train her because her issue is if you don't have food, she don't like to listen, right? So then that's where we go to the other methodologies, right? Which would be compulsion, right? Leash training or leash pressure training. Because what that does is that gives you a multitude of different ways or different techniques to use to make sure that she understands that she has to listen regardless if there's a direct reward outside of verbal and physical praise, right? So that's what we're working on with her right now. We're working on the leash pressure training. So I'm just going to kind of take you guys through the routine of what we're working on. Sit. Yes, good girl. Right? And if you notice, I'm only going to give verbal praise, right? And I may give some physical praise, which, would be a physical touch. But there's going to be no food because, as you can see, she's already very high, very food driven, right? So we're going to do the total opposite. That way she gets a balance, right? So let's do it. Down. Yes. Yes. Good girl. Good girl. Yes. Good girl. Lulu, come. Yes. Good girl. Come. Right here. Place. Sit. Yes. That's a good. Sit. That's a good girl. Yes. That's a good girl. Sit. Down. Yes. Good girl. That's a good girl. Nope. Down. Yes. Good girl. Good girl. Lulu, come. Yes. Good girl. Come on. Place. Sit. Sit. Yes. That's a good girl. That's a good girl. Yes. As you can see, she's still a happy dog. She's not depressed like most people will claim when you're using leash pressure or compulsion training. She's not depressed. You can see she's still engaged, right? Hey. Down. Sit. Hey. So something has her attention over here. I don't know what it is. Hey. Yes, good girl. There we go. That's a good girl. Hey, yes. Down. Take it down. So now, this is good because this is where I hold it until she goes down. So obviously something over here has her attention. I don't know what it is, right? I think it's that leaf blowing over there. Sit. Yes, good girl. That's a good girl. Yes. Down. Good. Sometimes you just got to work through it, right? There's no way around it. You just got to work through it. Yes. Now we're going to do this one. We're going to do one more, and I'm going to give her a break. Lulu, come. Yes, good girl. Yes, right here. Place. Sit. Yes, good girl. That's a good girl. Yes. So we're going to do it one more time, and we're going to give her a break. Sit. Okay. Yes. Down. Something has her attention. Down. Yes. Down. That's a good girl. Sit. Down. Yes. Good girl. Good girl. Now I'm gonna give her a big break and just kind of let her do her thing, right? I was waiting on her to do it. Something told me she was about to pop up. Sit. Hey. Down. Hey. Hey. Down. Yes. Yes. Girl. Ah! Nope. Come. Sit. She's starting to lose focus, but we gotta finish this last rep. Down. Yes. Got it. Ah! Down. Yes. Gotta finish this last rep. Lulu, come. Yes, good girl. That's a good girl, Lulu. So now, right, we give her a little break. We give her lots of love, right? We let her rest. But it's very important that we stay diligent on those reps, right? I tell people all the time, there's no magic pill to training a dog, right? It's persistence, it's diligence, it's consistency, and it's patience. You have to have those four things, because if not, if you're missing any one of those four things, your training is going to show it, right? So, and then you also have to know when the dog is checking out, right? Especially when you're using what we call compulsion training, because let's be honest, she doesn't want to do it. Let's be honest, right? It's a living, breathing being. They have feelings just like we do. There's a lot of you that get up and don't want to go to your job every day, but you do it because you know the negative consequence is you're not going to be able to pay your rent, you're not going to be able to eat, you're not going to be able to pay your car note if you don't go to the job that you don't like every day. So you get up and do it, right? And it's the same concept here, right? She may not be super motivated to do the things that we need her to do, but the negative consequence is if you don't, you're going to feel this pressure, right? Life is not always about peaches and cream, right? It's not always about positive, positive, positive. There's nothing in the world that only learns from positive association. It doesn't work, people. You need positive, you need negative. The most important thing is the person that's teaching your dog the positive and the negative, they need to have balance. If they're not balanced, then your dog is not going to be balanced when they come back to you, right? So, hopefully that makes sense. Hopefully that doesn't hurt anyone's feelings. Well, maybe I'll take that back. Hopefully it does hurt a couple of people's feelings in a good way. But as I say in every video, folks, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out. The best way to reach me is by way of text, 815-351-6636. You can also leave a comment below. You can also send me an email to thestructuredk9academy@gmail.com. And remember, a structured K9 is a happy K9. And until the next video, peace and prosperity. Lulu, come on, Lulu. Yes. Hey.